And today, the 1260th day, our guest is Dr. Shweta Singh, MD, homeopathy. And she is a PhD scholar, Council of Research in Homeopathy, headquarters in New Delhi. And she is the senior consultant at Orbit Clinic. She brings with her a reach of experience more than 10 years and expertise in treating many difficult cases. She had graduated in BHMS from Baxter Homeopathic Medical College and Hospital, Delhi, NCR, and completed her MD in homeopathy from Sri Guru Nanak Dev Homeopathic Medical College, Hospital, Ludhiana. She has also completed a postgraduate diploma in health promotion from National. Yes. So, sorry, as there was some technical problem, I couldn't speak. So today, Dr. Shweta Singh will be discussing about evidence-based homeopathy. And as you all know that this is a very good subject. She had presented some time before. There was a beautiful session from her. And today we are hoping that she can do one more excellent presentation this night. Sorry for the disturbance due to the technical problem and network failure from my part. Today, it is the subject is once again, I am telling the evidence-based homeopathy in dermatological cases. Particularly, homeopathy doctors are dealing with a lot of homeopathic cases with the dermatological problems, and we have excellent results. So she will be an expert. She is an expert in that field also. Let us welcome Dr. Shweta Singh to this wonderful evening. Welcome, madam.
Thank you so much, Dr. Dhanesh, for this beautiful introduction and welcome. Hello to everyone. Shall I share my screen?
Yes, yes.
I hope this is visible.
Yes, everything visible. Fine.
So today we will talk about the evidence-based homeopathy in dermatological cases. So dermatology, it is the branch of medicine which deals with the skin diseases, not only skin, but the hairs and nail problems are also included, both the medical and the surgical aspects. Now, from the point of view of homeopathy, skin diseases are the outward expression of what is going on inside. So this is the skin is the largest organ of the body, which serves as a mirror which reflects the condition of various internal vital organs. It is a reflection, any skin problem is a reflection of internal dyscrasia or the disharmony of the vital force, which we call disease vital force. So skin diseases are not simple skin problems, but they are the result of the underlying internal disorder. They are the dynamic disease like any other disease of the body that appear on the surface of the body. But the cause is always internal, the cause is within. So we can say that no disease or no skin disease can be local, but it is the outward expression of the internal, inward, and spiritual force, the diseased vital force. So the treatment should be like any other disease. The patient with skin disease is to be treated as a whole, not with the, only with the skin lesion, parts, organs, or systems, but constitutional treatment or anti-miasmatic treatment is the only way for the radical cure of such skin diseases. And any attempt to alter this expression, this skin problem, artificially or superficially, is necessarily an act of dishonesty. So we need thorough case taking like we do in any other disease. The homeopathic case taking is a process of knowing one patient and his sickness in every aspect so that we can treat in a rational way to individualize. We have to differentiate one person from the another person who are suffering from a same skin problem with some exclusive features which are basically hidden in the physical generals, mental generals, or the particular symptoms of the patient. So in aphorism 82, Dr. Henneman wrote, no real cure can take place without a strict particular treatment. The particular treatment like the individualized treatment of each case of the disease. So we need individualization. We have to go on with the thorough case taking. We have to dig out from the case the individualizing features which can differentiate one person suffering from the same disease to the other person, so that we can find out the similar. In aphorism 153, Dr. Henneman wrote, in search for a homeopathic specific remedy, the homeopathic individual remedy that can be effective in a particular case, that is the specific remedy, not specific remedy to the name of disease. So we need the more striking, singular, uncommon, peculiar, characteristic signs and symptoms of the case of disease. They are the chiefly and most solely to be kept in view. If we have only the general or undefined symptoms, or if we have only the name of that skin disease, we won't be able to find out that similimum, that homeopathic specific remedy, which can be helpful in that case. Because those diagnoses, those general symptoms are available in every case. They are vague. So we have to find out such symptoms, such characteristics, striking, uncommon symptoms in a case so that we can reach out to the similimum. Now the selection of that similimum is totally based on the totality of symptoms, which is not quantitative, but it is a qualitative totality of symptoms, which can individualize a case. In aphorism 7, Dr. Henneman wrote that now, as in a disease from which no manifest exciting or maintaining cause, that is causa occasionalis, has to be removed, we can perceive nothing but the morbid symptoms. So we have to see whether there is some underlying exciting or maintaining cause that is present in a case, and that the disease is because of that. We have to remove them first. If any skin condition is coming because of some irritating factor, that is a maintaining cause or exciting cause, we have to remove first. Then you don't need any remedy. But in cases where you have removed the exciting and maintaining causes, but the disease is still there, then you can perceive those morbid symptoms and you can select the remedies on the basis of that. That is the true outwardly reflected picture of internal essence of disease. That is the affection of vital force, the totality, which must be the principle to select the remedy. So first aim in any case is to remove the exciting and maintaining cause, and after that, the symptoms left, whichever symptoms left, you can you can individualize the case and select the remedy. Now the totality is basically is a group of the physical generals, mental generals, or the particular symptoms. In skin diseases, the location is important, the sensation is important, modalities of the skin complaints are important, and definitely the concomitants, the associated symptoms, which have no physiological or pathological connection with the main disease, are important. These are the factors which can help you to individualize your case and for the selection of a specific remedy. In skin diseases, for the external application, it may seem as if cure process of a local disease could be accelerated with correctly chosen homeopathic remedy, internally as well as externally, selected on the basis of the totality of symptoms. It might possible produce a more rapid improvement, but the remedy should be same. Not like we are prescribing internally Rustox and we are giving sulfur externally to apply. So the remedy should be same. If you are giving sulfur internally, then you can give sulfur externally. That would accelerate the process of cure, improvement. But Dr. Henneman wrote that it is neither beneficial in acute diseases of rapid growth nor in those of long-standing chronic diseases to use a remedy externally as a local application to the disease part, even if the medicines were specific and curative in that form. So Dr. Henneman just didn't advise it in any of acute or chronic condition, because the external application, it can cause premature disappearance of the local symptoms. It can cause retrograde change. The problem can go internal in the inward direction. It can become more worse. It can be, they can be palliation. They can be suppression, and the disease can go deeper to the more vital organ. So it is entirely objectionable treatment, and in some cases it is difficult to assess the progress in a disease. Now I have some cases which I want to present. This is a case of a ward in a female patient who is a housewife, aged 30 years, about 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing about 88 kgs, presented with an outgrowth on her left breast. You can see the presentation. This is what the female came to me. Now on physical examination, you can see that the presentation, the location was left breast on the areola. It is a wart-like growth, fluid-filled. It is pea-sized and hanging with a stalk. Means it is pedunculated. It was somewhat painful. So you can see in the picture, wart-like growth, which is large in size, pea size. There's fluid filled and it is hanging with a stalk. On repertorizing the case, I have found these remedies. But you can see there are two remedies that are very common in all the symptoms, like large, nitric acid is there, thuja is there, pedunculated, nitric acid and thuja is there. Painful, Thuja is there, nitric acid is there. Soft, nitric acid and Thuja is there. So these two remedies are consistent with all the symptoms. Then I want to share that this lady was markedly anxious about her health. She was keep coming to me to check for a lump in her breast for the past 2 years. Before the present this ward, she came to keep coming to me because she has in her mind that I had a lump. I'm having a lump in my breast, in the same breast, left breast. She keep coming on to me for examination, but there was on examination there was nothing. For the past 2 years the cycle is like going on. After a few days she again and again came to me. She even went for a mammography, which was also found to be normal a year back, but that anxiety in the lady remains the same. So I had that symptom of her in my mind. I selected one more rubric for her, that is anxiety health about. And in that rubric, there was nitric acid, which was present there. Puja was not there. So in on that base, I selected nitric acid for her. This is the repertorization chart. I gave nitric acid 30 single dose to her, and you can see the result in 15 days. On the first day, this is the presentation after nitric acid 30. On the third day, this wart get shrinked. On 7th day and on 15th day, it was disappeared. So this is the beauty of homeopathy, and with the single dose of nitric acid 30, she recovered. This is the next case, a case of ringworm. A patient aged 48 years came with the itching eruptions since 3 weeks. Location was upper chest, right-sided. There was itching and burning after scratching, and aggravation was after undressing. In physical journals, the appetite was normal. Desire was for sweets. Thirst was decreased, only 1 to 2 glass per day. Perspiration was more over palms. Tongue was found to be clean and moist, and thermally the patient was hot. On repertorizing these symptoms, these remedies came, and sulfur was the remedy covering almost all the symptoms and is the higher grade remedy. So I gave sulfur 30 single dose at the time, and you can see the result in 1 month. This is the case of 2020, and this is the result with sulfur 30. This is one more case of vitiligo. The patient, the physical generals were, the appetite was average, thirst was increased, there was desire for non-veg, tongue was coated white with red edges, and the sweat increased with which aggravates thermal reaction. The patient was hot. At first, with the presentation, there are vitiligo patches, but around that there are ringworm, fungal infection was also associated. So with the presentation, thirst was also increased. So sweat increased, which aggravates his skin condition. On the basis of those symptoms, I gave him Rustox 30 BD for a week. you can see that there is hyperpigmented spots. Location was from these symptoms. These spots starting from the lips then appear at the upper limbs. There was intense itching and burning. The aggravation by night, perspiration, and the skin condition is aggravated by dampness. And there was amelioration from scratching. On the basis of these symptoms, aggravation from the damp, thirst increased, amelioration from scratching, I gave Rustox 30 to him. After a week, the tinea, the fungal infection got better, but these hypopigmented spots were still there. Then, on the follow-up, improvements seen, eruption were almost cleared up, but spots were there. On further investigation, it was found that his grandmother was asthmatic. She had breathing difficulty, and he had fear of dogs. So, on the basis of this symptom, he had fear of dogs. There were fungal infection, hypopigmented spots were there. The patient was hot. On the basis of these symptoms, I prescribed him Basilinum 200 because this is a very good remedy for ringworm affections. And there is fear of dogs and the remedy is hot. So on the basis of those symptoms, I gave Basilinum 200 one dose to him, followed by Rubrammed 30, and see the results after 3 months. One more case of a wart. A tall, middle-aged male patient came to me with a complaint of a wart, which was located over his left thigh. It is very large and painful, causing discomfort to the patient. The patient had aching pains in the extremities, which was persistent for a long time, which was aggravated by rest and ameliorated by motion. He took a lot of painkillers on and off. He came to me sometimes, occasionally he came to me for that body aches, and I gave Rustox to him sometimes, which give little relief to him, but treatment was not continued. When the patient came to me for this wart, I asked him about his addictions. He had the addiction of tobacco. He had aversion to tea. On the basis of these symptoms, I repertorized the case: wart, large wart, painful wart on the lower limbs, desired tobacco, and tea aversion. And all the symptoms were covered by Thuja. So I gave Thuja to him because it is a antipsychotic remedy, principally acts left side. One more thing I came across in Thuja was there were aching pains that increases so long as he keeps still. He's compelled to keep the bed and then constantly moves and turns. So the modality and the aching pains were also present in Thuja. And in Dr. Kent Materia Medica, it was written that such symptom would be cured by Rus when the case is not psychotic. But when these symptoms come from suppressed gonorrhea, Meadow or Thuja will cure. So I selected Thuja and prescribed him that, and this is his testimonial. In a day or two, the wart fall down after this a single dose of Thuja 200.
Radhe Radhe. मेरा नाम घनश्याम है। मेरे जांघों के बीच के अंदर एक मस्सा हुआ था जो मुझे बहुत परेशान कर रहा था। फिर मैंने डॉक्टर श्वेता से दवाई ली। दवाई लेने के 6 या 7 दिन बाद वो अपने आप ही टूट के गिर गया। अब मुझे आराम है, किसी प्रकार की कोई दिक्कत नहीं है।
So in 6 or 7 days, the wart fall down and the case was cured. This is one more case of atopic dermatitis. It's a baby of 2 months old. This is the condition with which the mother came to me. You can see the condition. And in the baby's case, you don't have the chance to ask the sensations, the modalities, and all. But the presentation shows everything. And with the presentation, I have the remedy indications were there: moist skin eruptions, there is copious serous exudation, there is thick leather-like crust under which thick and white pus collects here and there. You can see hair were glued with that pus. It was offensive, and all on inquiry it was found that these appear after vaccination. So I would like to know what could be the remedy. Anyone?
Yeah, Dr. Shweta, it can be Miserium.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you. So with the presentation only, we can, see that what can be the remedy, and Miserium 30 was given in this case, and you can see the result in 5 days. I was also amazed because it's a just 2 months old baby, but this is what homeopathy has, the magic, we can say. So this is with the dose, single dose. This is one another case of psoriasis. A male patient aged 52 years came to the OPD in March 2021 with a complaint of severely dry, cracked skin of hands and soles. You can see in the pictures. Since 1 year, he was using soframycin on and off without any relief. So there was itching. The patient has the tendency to pick skin constantly. On inquiry, in the physical journals, we got there was strong desire for sweets and an aversion to tea. Tongue was also found to be coated white, and the patient was hot, and snoring was also present. The patient was very irritable. He's very lazy and talkative, and he has an aversion to being washed. You can see the condition of his soles. So he's a very dirty and filthy patient. You can see he doesn't like to wash. On repertorization, the highest grade remedy was sulfur. I also go with sulfur because you can see the presentation. The patient was very dirty and filthy. He don't like to wash. There is very dryness of dry, cracked skin, and the patient was hot. There was desire for sweets. So all the symptoms were matching with sulfur. So I gave sulfur 30 thrice, 3 times in a day, and this is the result after 1 month. This is one more case of bullous pemphigoid. The female patient, aged 46 years, came to me for her vesicular type eruptions, which was since 1 year. She was diagnosed as a bullous pemphigoid by a skin specialist, and she was taking allopathic treatment, but without any relief. She had diabetes since many years, and she was on allopathic treatment. The diabetes was uncontrolled. It was 251 at that time, and she doesn't care about it. She likes to eat sweets, and she has no control over her diet. She loves sweet, whatever what she doesn't care what are the his blood sugar level, her blood sugar levels. She has intense craving for sweets. She was also hypertensive patient, was on allopathic treatment. The BP was controlled. On inquiry in the physical journals, the appetite was average, 3 meals per day, and there were no complaints before or after eating. Thirst was moderate. She has intense craving for sweets. She likes cold things. She was constipated, has to strain to pass stool, and sometimes there was pain during and after stool. There was nothing specific in the urine, and the sleep was good. The perspiration was scanty, more over the face, which was non-offensive and non-staining. She was very carefree, or you can say very careless regarding her health. The remedy indication in this case was there was tendency to develop skin phase of the internal disorders. The patient was 46 years old, so she was in the climacteric stage. So the remedy indications are what pulsatilla is for puberty. This remedy is for climacteric. The patient was obese. She was constipated. The patient was chilly in thermals, and there was desire for sweets and cold things. Anyone for the remedy? Any more responses? Oh, all right. So the remedy was graphitis. Yes, you're right. And I gave graphitis 30, 1 dose, water dose, followed by Saclec 30, thrice in a day for 15 days. And you can see the result with this video testing.
मेरा नाम रेवती शर्मा है, पालन में रहती हूँ और मेरे 2017 में स्किन के प्रॉब्लम हुई थी। पूरे शरीर पे पानी पानी जैसे दाने से हो गए थे। मैं कई डॉक्टर को दिखाई, एक डॉक्टर कैलाशपुरी में वहाँ दिखाई। उसने बोला कि दवाई दी, मेरा ब्लड टेस्ट के लिए बोला। ब्लड टेस्ट की रिपोर्ट आई तो उसने बोला कि ये मेरे बस की बात नहीं है, आप एम्स में जाओ, आपके 3 डॉक्टर एक साथ मिलके आपका वो करेंगे ट्रीटमेंट। फिर मैं यहाँ वहाँ गई, पानीपत में एक डॉक्टर है, सीधा वहाँ गई। उन्होंने भी मुझे दवाई दी, लेकिन दवाई जैसे पहले बोला कि आपके बीपी शुगर है, तो आप मैं ये दवाई लेने से पहले आप अपने डॉक्टर से बात करना, उसके बाद में ये दवाई लेना। फिर मैं दोबारा इसी डॉक्टर के गई जब कैलाशपुरी में, तो उसने बोला कि नहीं, आपका इलाज मेरे से नहीं हो सकता, आप तो एम्स में ही जाना पड़ेगा आपको। तो फिर मैं बहुत घबरा गई। फिर हमने किसी ने बताया कि होम्योपैथी डॉक्टर है ये श्वेता। फिर मैंने इनको अपनी रिपोर्ट भेजी, इनसे बातचीत करी, इन्होंने रिपोर्ट देकर बोला होम्योपैथी, इनसे मैंने ट्रीटमेंट लिया और इनके ट्रीटमेंट से मेरा बिल्कुल 15 दिन में ही इनके होम्योपैथिक दवाई से मेरे को फायदा और कोई नया दाना भी नहीं हुआ। मैं बिल्कुल फायदा हो गया, अब मैं बिल्कुल ठीक हूँ, अब मेरा कोई दाना आया नहीं है, कई निशान भी जो निशान हो गए थे पूरे शरीर में निशान भी मिट गए हैं।
So this patient went to AIMS, went to so many skin specialists, but she didn't get any relief in her condition. And in 15 days, with this single dose of graphitis, she was there was no new eruption. The old eruptions were all cured, and there is no pigmentation over her skin. So this is with the single dose of graphitis 30. This is one more case of psoriasis. Patient aged 40 years consulted me for his psoriasis problem, which was from 13 to 14 years. He had itching, bleeding after scratching. There was sticky, watery discharge from the eruptions, which aggravated in rainy or winter weather. At first, there were pustular eruptions over her occiput. Then there was scaling and itching. He also complained of hyperacidity. There was burning sensation in his abdomen. In the past history, it was found that there was a history of dog bite at the age of 11 years. So he developed that fear of dogs after that time. In the family history, there was there was history of tuberculosis, and grandmother and uncle. Grandmother had scalp itching, and his uncle was also suffering from psoriasis. In the physical genres, it was found that the thirst was a little decreased, and though there was a dryness of mouth, there was desire for spicy food, and he's very sensitive to cold weather and cold air. The thermal reaction was chilly. Yeah, he was very passionate about his work, and because of that, his sleep was also disturbed due to that work, and there was unrefreshing sleep. Tongue was found to be coated white. In general, in the mental state, the patient was very calm. He was very loving and caring to his family. On the work front, he was very hardworking, and sometimes stress was there because of that work only. Nothing no, other factors for that stress. He also had a great fear of water. On repertorizing this chart, all these symptoms for the psoriasis, the amelioration by scratching, there was fear of water, the patient was very industrious, there was desire for pungent things, dryness of mouth and coated white tongue. The most of the symptoms were covered by phosphorus, which was also a chilly remedy. Phosphorus 200 was selected and single dose was given, and which was followed by Rubram Med 30 for 15 days. This was the first presentation. This case was running for 2-3 years, and beach may there were little flares in winter season, but now the patient is absolutely fine with this. For after phosphorus 200, I have tried many remedies before this phosphorus, before I got to know that fear of water from him. So after that, this phosphorus gave miraculous result in this case. This is one more case of a wart in an obese patient. You can see the wart presentation. The location was around the neck, on the forehead, ear. In this case, the patient, on the basis of location, the constitution of the patient, and the patient was obese, there was desire for salty things, there was more perspiration over the face, and the patient was timid. On the basis of these symptoms, uh, I selected Calcarea carb in this case, and we gave Calcarea carb 30 to him, BD, for 15 days, and you can see the difference in the images. This is the first presentation, and after Calcarea carb 30, BD twice in a day, after 15 days, this is the result. This is one more case of urticaria. A lady aged 39 years complains of swelling over her lips. It's recurring since many years. There was a pricking sensation, and these complaint aggravated in the morning hours. The associated complaints were cracked skin of the palmar surface of hands. There were more at the tips of fingers with itching and pain. There was chronic pain in the chest, which was occasional, which aggravated after cold things. In the physical generals, the appetite was normal, the thirst was normal, there was desire for salty things, and the patient had constipation, hard stool, the unsatisfactory stool. There was burning sensation after stool. Urine was frothy and offensive occasionally. Sleep was also disturbed. Thermal reaction was, the patient was hot. Menses were regular. There was also complaint of leukorrhea, which was profuse, thick, pale yellow in color, and acrid in character, and which aggravated while urination. In the mental state, in the mental generals, the patient was irritable with weeping tendency. She was very emotional. There was history of grief due to death of her husband. So on the basis of all these symptoms, the case was repertorized, and the remedy which came with the highest marks was Natramur, and Natramur 200 was given, followed by placebo for a week. And the swelling was, there was no recurrence since 3 years since that time it was given, and this is her video testimonial with us.
काफी टाइम से मुझे स्वेलिंग आती थी, तो मुझे कई डॉक्टरों को दिखाया मैंने, लेकिन उसको कुछ आराम नहीं पड़ा। तो फिर मैंने डॉक्टर श्वेता को दिखाया, और उन्होंने जो भी मुझे दवाइयाँ दी हैं मैंने खाई है, पूरा ट्रीटमेंट करा था उन्होंने। तो उसके ट्रीटमेंट से मुझे काफी आराम पड़ा, लेकिन अब 1 साल से मुझे कोई भी स्वेलिंग नहीं आ रही है। मैं बहुत ठीक हूँ।
So the conclusion is the action of homeopathic remedies is not at all slow. We have the evidences that it is sometimes, or many a times, it is very quick. We just need to select the correct remedy, the similimum, and speedy recovery in patient who adopts it as the first line of treatment. So who came first, they got the result first, and there were no side effects. So this is all about my presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Shweta Singh. It's really an excellent session from you. Really, nobody could believe that homeopathic medicines can do such wonders in this short time. Because most of the people are coming to us, homeopathic doctors, after suppressing their symptoms and diseases with ointments and externals in skin diseases. Particular dermatological cases are very, very difficult to handle because they are most complicated diseases coming to a physician. And for example, the case you have shown with the Meserian case, that the child might have suffered a lot in between the vaccination to the 2 months of presentation at your clinic. That means that a lot of antibiotics they might have given, but even they were not able to cure. But they might have applied a lot of external applicants to that particular baby. But you are concentrated on what you see in front of you, and you were able to prescribe on that way. That is the sticky, clotted, offensive. All those things really was an indication of typical Meserium. What it was written in the textbook was rightly there in front of you. Then there is no need of going to any other book or repertory, but you can directly go for this Meserium. That's why some of the participants also prescribe the same remedy. And some in the other case also, you have shown the beauty of homeopathy in a case of in the case where graphite was most of the people were afraid of graphite, of giving graphitis, but you just went with the same graphitis because the symptoms in front of you was really a clear picture of graphitis, and that also works wonderfully. And this is what the other case of all the cases were brilliant. I think it is the time for discussion. Those who want to have a chat with or have to clear the doubt or want to speak to Dr. Shweta Singh can definitely come up with raising your arm so that we will allow you to unmute yourself and speak. Okay. And not only that, we will be uploading the video tomorrow itself so that those who want to watch again and again can watch it and study the case, because these are the things that we have to do, because we have to promote homeopathy by all means, and because reaching to the public people is something great, and we will have to share all maximum number to public. Each and everyone should should share it to your public group. So then only people will be aware that this is the beauty of homeopathy. Once again, I congratulate Dr. Shweta Singh for this excellent and wonderful presentation.
Thank you so much, sir.
And now Dr. Ramparesh is there to speak, and we welcome, sir.
Thank you, everyone, and very, very congratulations, Dr. Shweta Singh. Great presentation case, dermatology and skin diseases. Correct remedy according to law of homeopathic science.
Yes.
Very, very thanks. Beautiful homeopathic treatment.
Thank you so much.
Excellent session, curative way of treatment according to homeopathic.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Very, very thanks. बहुत अच्छा.
Yes, exactly. If anyone want to speak, please raise your hand. I think Dr. Neha Kakkar want to speak. Yes, you can.
Yeah, Dr. Shweta, it was a very wonderful session, and like you presented your cases on vitiligo, atopic dermatitis, bullous pemphigoid, and ringworm, psoriasis. So this proves these cases are the main evidences which prove that homeopathy works really fast also, and that too in a single dose when chosen upon by constitutional case taking. And I guess the patient is our best evidence. So every homeopath should try and document each and every case that is being cured, and they needs to be presented and brought out in the public eye so that people can know the power of homeopathy, and we can proudly say that we are no less than our fellow allopathic physicians, and we can fulfill the dream of our master Samuel Christian Hahnemann through these presentations, and bring forth and carry forward the legacy of his great work, and put homeopathy on the global map. It was a very wonderful session, ma'am.
Thank you.
And I would like in future that you also present such more beautiful insights on different cases, and everybody in the group can come forward and present their cases. That's all I want to say, and over to Dr. Dhanesh.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you, Dr.
Yeah,
Neha.
you said it very correctly that we need to document every case
Yeah,
Yes.
because we lack, because we do not try to document it.
Yes.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, that documentation is lacking at many places, because we need to have that confidence in ourselves that we are able to cure the case, and this is the way we have taken the case. That is the only way we can show the beautiful you can say the methodology of homeopathy, how we are treating the cases. And that too, nowadays the research is getting very much pushed forward by even by the government. So that's a very good thing for homeopathy, and in future that will help us a lot. Yeah.
Thank you.
Exactly. This is what everyone has to do, because we need to show the world that homeopathy is the most modern scientific science system in the world, because we
Yes, sir.
have
Yes.
even after repetition, all the cases were shown by after repetition also. That is a scientific method as far as homeopathy is concerned. Of course, there is other system by artistic prescription, where you can directly go as in the case of Meserium, but still you repetize the case and find out that it is you made it 100% sure that it is a case of Meserium. Like that, each and every, even the sulfur case. But the thing is that you just give only a single remedy, and one only an exception there was you give bacillum in another case where there was as a you give it as a not only as a complement remedy, but as a
an
remedy itself,
intercurrent.
as
Yes.
a remedy itself, because
Yes.
of course you can use bacillum as a complementary remedy in that case, but you have the symptoms also in quite favor with bacillum. Anyway, it's really a very good, very good evening to in this watching you at this session. I
Very
think
wonderful session with Dr. Shweta.
Yeah.
It was very
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
tomorrow also we will have another presentation from Dr. Rudra Shidev, and she will be talking about the management of vitiligo with the one. That means another skin dermatological disease will be discussed in this forum. And
Yes.
we have the time to wind up the session. I invite Dr. Ramparisa to say vote of thanks to this session.
Thank you, Shweta. Very nice, excellent presentation case. Curative way of treatment,
Thank you.
holistic treatment. Behalf of IFPH, very thanks. Again, presentation. Thank you, very thanks.